everyone, welcome back to my channel. If today is your first time stopping by this channel, you're welcome. Please do to subscribe, and for my old subscribers, thank you as well for staying with me. I really appreciate it. In today's video, we've got an interesting topic to talk about. I've got lots of questions about the topic I'm going to share with you guys. As you can see, is in the description of the video. So it's just throwing more light and answering the questions. I've got so many people telling me to do a video about my experience migrating to the UK. Today I'm going to share with you guys my experience since I've been here, and how the journey is going as well, how I'm finding it, everything about it. I reside in the United Kingdom. For those of you who don't know, an exciting journey for me. The migration, change of environment, I find it really good. So it's been okay. So in today's video, we're talking about the things I wish I knew before migrating to the UK. I'm kind of like thinking which of the need this is, if it's the things I knew before I migrate to the UK, or the things I will find out after being in the UK. So still centers on these two things. So in today's video, we're going to throw more light on these topics, and telling you guys what I find interesting about UK, the advantage and the disadvantage. So let's dive in. So number one in the list is the work-life balance is very important. So what I find different from this side and Nigeria is the work, the pattern of their work. So it's really different. There's a huge gap between the work in this place and the work in Nigeria, because the work in this place, we've got like the day shifts and the night shifts. But unlike in Nigeria, we've got night shifts, but it's for a certain job, if you know what I mean. It's for a certain job. It's not all jobs in Nigeria where you get a night shift job, but in this place you get a night shift job. And I find it quite weird, but some people prefer night shifts. So in this thing, if you've got a family in this country, if you've got a family, you balancing your work and your family life, the struggle, I would say, is a struggle. Most especially to those who've got kids, it's really a struggle. And the worst is if you haven't got an understanding partner or someone who is there to support you emotionally, physically, mentally, and otherwise, you're gonna drain yourself out. So as a person, you need to always make time out to prioritize what is more important to you. Put that first in front of you before the world, because I found that so many people who migrate from their own country, from their different places to the UK, just soak themselves in work. Like I don't get it. You don't even have time for yourself. You don't even have time for your family. You just, even though the days you're off, you pick extra shifts. If you don't have a routine to balance your work and your family, it's really a struggle. So another one I find different from where I come from is the public health. So I would say the public health in this place, it's great. Yeah, it's great. I'm giving it 10. It's great, because in Nigeria, the health sector in Nigeria, it's totally different from the health sector in this area, in the sense that in Nigeria, if, for example, if you have someone who had an accident, going to the hospital, you find out when you get there, delay in doctors arriving, the delays in nurses arriving, the delays in everything, settling the bills and stuff like that. Everything just paints the health sector in Nigeria black. Seriously, the sector in this area, it's really good. Even though there is a bit disadvantage in the health sector in this side. Yeah, there is a disadvantage. No place is perfect. That's what I would say. No place is 100% perfect. It's in my own perspective. There might be a person who comes to this country and maybe doesn't agree with what they do. So it's different. It depends on how you find it. So what I find about the health sector, it's free as well. But yeah, it's free. But don't get me wrong. But even though we pay like the NHS, we pay money during the visa. So like the numbers of time you go to the hospital compared to the amount of money you paid in your visa, you should know what that is if you rate it. So I would say the health sector in there is far more better, but at the same time, it depends on where you get what you're looking for. So that's just it. So another one I find interesting about this country, it's so common for parents to walk their children to school. Yeah, it's really common. In this country, you can't just wake up one morning and ask your child, a child of 2 years, 4 years old, to go to school themselves. No, it doesn't work like that in this country. You got to walk that child, take that child to school. As a parent, you got to take the child to school. So it doesn't matter. The both of you who gave birth to that child has got responsibilities to take those children to school. Unlike where I came from, we know, yeah. You just get up in the morning, prepare the child to school, and the child just goes to school. But in this country, it's really different. As a parent, you got to take your child to school until they get to a certain age. That's when you stop taking the child to school yourself. So yeah, number 4 on the list is expect to have 4 weathers at a time. Oh my God. The weather in this country, to me, is just frustrating. It is so frustrating. Like, I kind of like their summer, but sometimes you get to experience 4 weathers. Like, I don't know, 4 weathers just in one season. I don't understand. Like, you got to experience, if we're in summer, it's raining, it's cold, but we're still in summer. Like, I don't understand. That's one thing I like about Nigeria. We know the weather. We're certain about the weather. If it's dry season, you know this is dry season. It's not going to rain that period. So you've got all your things set. You've got everything planned for your dry season weather, and you know that's it. And if it's raining season, you're certain that's raining season. Dry season is not just going to jump up from anywhere and just bam, just like that, and take over raining season. But in this place, if we have summer, you might wake up next day in the morning, it's like it's raining everywhere. It's just so messed up everywhere. Or it's even cold, and at the end in the weather forecast it's going to be telling you, oh, we're in summer. Like, I don't understand. What it's not given. The summer is not given, seriously. Like, the summer this year is just not given. It's not given, guys. So in this country, anywhere you are, if you come in, expect to have 4 weathers at a time, my dear. Seriously. And the winter in this place, oh my goodness, it's so cold. It's so cold, man. Like, when I first came in, I came in during the winter period. So when I came in, I wasn't expecting the cold to be that cold. So my husband was like telling me, babe, you got to wear jackets, you got to wear sweaters and stuff like that. So I said to him, oh, forget that in a bag. Is it not this cold that is happening in Nigeria and stuff like that? He said to me, okay, it's better you see it and believe, because some people are just doubting Thomas, honestly. So I was like, okay. But seriously, the moment I stepped out from the plane, oh my God, and came out from the airport, I froze. Thank goodness my husband understood the situation and had to get jackets and stuff, and there was even heater in the car, so I wasn't even worried about it. It didn't feel like that. So just be prepared for yourself. If you want, number 50 is there isn't any air condition in this country. No air condition. So if you're a type that has like 10 air conditions in your room in Nigeria, you had like 10 air conditions, 20 air conditions in your house. In this place, there's nothing like air condition, oh my dear. Something I find about this place, because what are you even using air condition for? I don't understand. What are you using air condition for when the weather is just cold? You can expect anything at any time. So what's the air condition doing there? I don't understand. So you don't have to go and bother yourself for air condition. The air condition is everywhere. Seriously, the air condition is just everywhere. So you have nothing to worry yourself about any air condition. So number 6, I would say, is the language. So one thing I found really different, and I felt it myself when I first started working, taking this our normal English language. And if you're new to the country, you might feel intimidated, but my best advice for you, don't be. Just take your time. Take your time. Don't feel as if you're coming from somewhere else. Don't feel as if your English is not right. Don't feel as if you're not speaking the right slangs, the right intonation because of the way they sound. So some people might intimidate you. They might make you feel as if you're not saying what you're saying right. So I felt it as well. It was, I had a bad experience. I really had a very bad experience. Some people just make you feel as if you can't even speak English because your intonation is not like theirs. So it's one thing, that's the disadvantage I find about this country and everything about it. So take your time, just take it slowly. If you're gonna get there someday, even though it's any so at the end we all arrive at the same destination in the language speaking. So there's nothing there, there's no new thing there. Just take it slowly. We'll get to the roots of the speaking Fune and everything. So number 7 on the list I've got is sorry. So in this country, what I find weird is you don't say sorry. I don't know if that's just me, but with the experience I've had, you don't say sorry. Like if someone falls down, I've had this experience where I was going somewhere and someone fell down and I said sorry to them. They were like, what are you sorry for? So I said to myself, like, I don't understand where I'm coming from. Sorry is rampant. You get to say sorry 247. I don't get it. Like, even though it's your fault, it's not your fault. You're always saying sorry 247. We all know that. So I don't know. I don't see why someone would just fall down, injure themselves, and you say sorry, and they'll be like, "What are you sorry for?" I don't get it. I don't understand. So I said to them, "Okay, I take my sorry back. I beg. I don't need problems." So guys, yes, that's one thing I find very weird in this place. You don't get to say sorry because it's not your fault. You're not the one that injured the person. So make sure you just be keeping your sorry to yourself. I think the only one, what they say in place of sorry, I think is, oh bless you, oh my, oh dear, like all those damn things, all those, you know. So that's the rampant one. That's the one they say often. But the sorry part, keep it aside. It's not a sorry country for you. Number 8, I would say, is it's not everybody that is friendly. Yeah, not everybody is gonna understand what I'm saying, but in my own perspective, not everybody is friendly in this country. Not everybody who laughs at you, but that laugh is coming out from their heart. So if you're in this country, you should know. I don't know, but I wouldn't speak for everybody. But for me, with the experience I had, it's not everybody that smiles. That smile is coming from. You know, when someone laughs, and the laugh is, when someone laughs, you know the laugh is coming out from the person's heart. You know the laugh is like, is a genuine laugh. But in this place, you don't get to see that quite often. No, you don't get to see laughing often, and not everybody's friendly. Like, even your fellow people say, if you're even coming from the same place, not everybody is friendly. So I just keep my distance. My husband is my best friend. My husband is my everything. So if you see me anywhere, you should know. So it's not everybody that is friendly to you. Not everybody, even the people you're even coming from the same tribe. The only reason they might be friendly to you is maybe because of that language you guys have in common. Minus that, you might help somebody. Like, I've had so many people I've helped, and they turn, like, they see you on the way and they just pretend as if they don't even know you anymore. And I'm saying to myself, you are the person I helped. Like, I don't know. So that's just the way I find it. Not everybody is friendly in this place. So you guys, tell me, what's your experience in this country? What have you experienced? It might be different from what I have experienced. So just share your thoughts in the comments below. That's all for today. That's everything I've experienced in the UK so far, both the good and the bad. Please don't forget to Drop your comment in the comment section, like the video, subscribe and share the video as well. So I'm looking forward to see you guys till my next video, and I'll see you guys soon. Yeah.